The story begins in 2010. CIA agents Matthew and Emily are preparing for a mission. They have to infiltrate the home of a European terrorist named Gore. Gore is currently celebrating his son's 8th birthday. They need to steal the ICS key, which controls the world's vital systems. Before embarking on the mission, Emily secretly took a pregnancy test. Matthew was urging her to get ready quickly. Upon arriving at Gore's home, Emily insisted Matthew leave his gun in the car. It was a children's party. If shots were fired, someone could be hit. Their boss, Chuck, told them that they had to impersonate a French arms dealer. When they went inside holding hands, Chuck realized something was going on between them. He said that sending them together was a mistake, but Emily said they were just acting for a mission. Chuck replied, "If we get caught today, it would be better to lie." Going inside, Emily sprayed a chemical on her hand. As Gore held her hand and kissed it, his fingerprints were captured and his voice was recorded on Emily's watch. Chuck was guiding them through the process. Matthew and Emily soon reached Gore's office. Using their fingerprints and voice, they opened the safe and retrieved the ICS key. However, as soon as the safe opened, a silent alarm sounded and guards arrived. Matthew and Emily confronted them fiercely and killed them all. Chuck then lured them to a secret location where MI6 agent Baron Andrews was waiting. Emily also has an ex-boyfriend who had built a jet for them. Chuck had already told them not to tell Baron anything about the matter. He clearly stated that they couldn't trust anyone. Baron was very affectionate with Emily, but his behavior with Matthew was very strange. There was a slight banter between the two. It was clear that they didn't like each other very much. Soon, the plane took off. Their mission was almost complete, so Matthew suggested they celebrate with champagne. But Emily refused. Matthew sensed something was wrong and asked, "What's the matter? What are you hiding from me?" After which, Emily finally told him she was pregnant. She even had a lot of test kits with her to show that she was absolutely sure. Matthew was a little shocked to hear this, but he was also happy. He said, "I would happily start a family with you." They were both overjoyed, but then Emily suddenly felt like vomiting. She ran to the bathroom, but the flight attendant said the bathroom was out of order. She couldn't go in. Their flight was 11 hours long, and this was very strange. Emily quietly signaled to Matt. Suddenly, the flight attendant pulled out a gun from behind her and said, "Hand me the ICS." Matthew threw the ICS in the air to distract her. Seeing the opportunity, Emily attacked and snatched the gun, and the other attackers also came out. A fight soon broke out, but in the midst of this fight, the same flight attendant picked up a bullet and loaded it into the gun. Just as she was about to fire it, Matthew pushed her away. The bullet missed its target, hitting the pilot. The plane quickly spiraled out of control. The flight attendant quickly ran to retrieve the parachute and ICS. However, the plane collided with a mountain, and their villain was pulled out. The plane was about to crash completely. If they wanted to survive, they had to get out. Matthew put the last parachute on Emily and told her to take care of herself and the children, but Emily refused to leave him. She wrapped her legs around Matthew's waist, opened the parachute, and they both survived. After landing, they both decided that they couldn't live a normal life as agents. There was such a powerful explosion. Everyone would think they had died in the crash, so they decided it would be best to disappear. Matthew replied, "Look, I have someone. No, it's all easy for me, but you'll have to stay away from your mother forever." Emily replied, "It's not that difficult. I didn't get along well with my mother anyway." The story then flashes forward 15 years. We see Emily and Matt living a quiet life with the children. Their daughter, Elise, is a bit short-tempered. She does whatever she wants and doesn't listen to her parents much, while their son, Leo, is a bit shy and is engrossed in gadgets all day. While leaving for school, Emily suggested, "Should we all go watch a movie that night?" But Elise, ignoring her mother, said, "I'm going to my friend's house to study." After dropping the children off at school, Emily and Matt were watching them through binoculars like spies. After observing them for a while, Emily said, "She's with the same boy again?" Matt didn't think it was right to spy on his own children. He said, "Let them live their lives." But Emily didn't stop. She said they were holding hands. She even kissed, but Elise saw them. Angrily, she asked, "What are you guys doing here?" After which, ashamed of being caught, both of them quietly drove away. That night, Emily was complaining about her daughter, saying, "She doesn't listen to me at all. "Get out of my room, give me food." Teenagers are so useless. She suddenly noticed Alice's laptop in her bag. Messages were constantly coming from it. Emily held back but then picked up the laptop. She tried to open it by entering a password, but it didn't work. Matt arrived and asked, "What are you doing? Because of these actions, your daughter gets even angrier." Emily said, "I suspect she's lying and gone somewhere else in the name of studying." But Matt still stopped her from opening the laptop. Just then, a sticker on the laptop slipped off Emily's hand. She looked there, entered the password, "Mom sucks," and the laptop opened. This angered her. Then she read the messages and found out that Alice was going to an event called Chemical Apocalypse. Leo, having heard the word chemical apocalypse from his mother, told her it was a club party where a lot of drugs and alcohol were used. Hearing this, Emily and Matt tracked Alice's phone and reached the club. Inside the club, they saw Alice dancing in the VIP section. Emily went straight to her and called her, telling her to go home immediately. Just then, some boys arrived and started teasing them, calling them old men. But things went too far when a boy grabbed Alice's hand and stopped her as she was leaving. This enraged Emily, who grabbed the boy by the throat and slammed his head against the wall. A fight broke out between the boys. Matt also joined Emily. Together, they took out the entire gang in a matter of minutes and even pinned their leader to the ground. But then Emily and Matt discovered that their fight had been recorded on video. Matt immediately grabbed one man's phone and deleted the video. On their way home, they both confessed that they had found out from his laptop, and Ailes was punished for this act by staying at home for several days. An angry Ailes retorted, "Why didn't I choose a college so far away that I wouldn't have to meet you guys?" This prompted Ailes and Matt to yell at her. Ailes replied, "You guys are liars. How did you learn to fight so well?" "Yes, tell me." Emily replied, "We took a couple of Tondo classes." This infuriated Ailes. "Just a couple of classes makes you fight so well? Am I crazy, Mom?" Later, Emily told Matt, "I miss my old agent life." Matt told her to calm down a bit. "Remember, we left everything for our families." Then, jokingly, the two began to fight, reliving their old days. Meanwhile, Alice started fighting with Leo, asking, "Why did you tell them our location?" Leo lied, saying, "I didn't tell them anything." Deep down, he was overjoyed that his sister was caught. The next morning, Emily and Matt's old boss, Chuck, came to their house. Matt was shocked to see him and asked, "How did you find us?" Chuck told him, "Your club fight video is trending." Emily told him, "Come inside quickly." But Chuck said, "There's no time." He got straight to business. He said, "Your ex-boyfriend, Baron, was a traitor. Now he's looking for you, along with Gore." Chuck said that since I reached there so easily, Gory must have found out the location as well. But Emily couldn't understand what they wanted from us, even after so many years. Then it was revealed that the ICS card was nowhere to be found in the wreckage of the plane crash. Gory believed it was with them. Chuck told him that his house wasn't safe anymore, and then a sniper shot Chuck directly in the neck. Suddenly, several thugs appeared outside their house and started shooting. It was a good thing the children were still in school. Matt and Emily quickly hid inside the house. Then they thought, "These people can catch children too." They immediately ran to the garage. They put something on the accelerator of a car, which broke through the door and drove off. It hit the goons' car. Meanwhile, Emily and Matt got out of the car and took another car. The goons immediately started chasing them. On the way, Emily started asking, "How will we prove we don't have the keys?" Matt said, "Won't you get angry?" "Let me tell you something," Emily realized. "Are you crazy?" Matt didn't want it to fall into the wrong hands. He hid it at Emily's mother's house, an ICS student, because the security there was very tight. Meanwhile, the hired goons approached. Matt made a bomb out of Diet Coke and Mentos and threw it at their car. The driver lost control and collided with a truck. As soon as the danger was over, they ran to the school and picked up their children. The children were confused and terrified, wondering why they were running away. Without explaining anything, Matt and Emily took them straight to the airport. Upon arriving, the children asked, "Why are we suddenly going to England?" Emily replied, "We're going to visit your grandmother. Do we even have a grandmother?" This infuriated Elise. "Mom, what lies have you told us? You said that grandmother is dead." Anyway, Matt intervened and calmed them down. On the plane, Emily was thinking about telling the children the truth, but Matt said, "Let's wait a few days. Not tell them right now." The next day, their family arrived in London with fake passports. They took a bus to the parking lot. Matt saw a man getting out of the car and signaled Emily. While getting off the bus, Emily deliberately bumped into the man and stole his keys. She discreetly handed them to Matt. Matt quickly brought the car and told the children that he had rented it. "Come on, get in quickly." But they didn't know that one of Gore's men was also on the bus at the time, secretly relaying their location to his boss. The Baron had also learned of their return through the airport's camera system. He said he had been looking for ICS for 15 years and immediately ordered his team to find them. He told his assistant to keep an eye on the children, as they would definitely do something wrong. Meanwhile, in the car, Matt and Emily asked the children for their phones. Upon finding the phones, Emily ripped out the SIM cards. But suddenly the car ran out of fuel. Leo was very hungry and started complaining. They stopped at a nearby petrol pump. While filling up, Matt gave the children some money and told them to go and eat something. Once inside, the two children started talking. "Did you see? Our passports are fake." She wondered if their parents were criminals. They fled the country with them. Just then, Ailes discovered that her brother's gaming device also had internet access. Ailes said, "I saw the name on the passport, Jeffrey Baker. Find out who he is." Her brother did a little research and discovered that Jeffrey Baker had died in 1952. The children's suspicions about their parents were growing. Outside, Matt and Emily were contemplating what to do next when Gore's goons arrived, and the Baron also found their location. Matt and Emily saw the goons surrounding them. Before the attack, Matt lit a fire at a gasoline-fueled pipe and began attacking his enemies with fire. Emily also grabbed a weapon and began to assault them. The children watched in shock, watching their parents fight like James Bond, killing their enemies no matter what happened next. After the fight, Matt quickly put the children in the car. Emily saw a thug about to shoot them, so she put the car in reverse and shot him. The children were even more frightened. Alice asked, "Who was that man? Why did you do this to him? And why was he shooting at us?" Now she was sure her parents were terrorists. Just then, Baron, with his team, passed by them and upon seeing them, asked the driver to turn the car around. But just then, Matt broke the truck's chain to block the road. The heavy pipes fell onto the road. He also shot at the truck's tires, causing the truck to tilt and completely block the road. Baron was furious that they had escaped from his clutches. While inside the car, the children began demanding answers. Matt finally told them the truth. "We were both CIA agents, spies." Leo was delighted and said, "Dad, you can kill Sydney's dad and Corner's dad with all the school staff." "You can beat up your dads?" Matt replied. "Yes, I can beat up everyone, just not all at once." Alice was impressed, but Emily scolded the children, asking why they went online. Leo replied, "I just Googled it on my gaming device." Hearing this, Matt took the device and threw it onto the roof of a moving truck. "Huh, you play a lot of action games anyway," Leo taunted him. "I play them, but not in real life, like you guys." Meanwhile, Baron began investigating the gas station. A gangster's tattoo revealed he was a white man. The next morning, Matt took the family to Emily's mother's house. The mother and daughter hadn't spoken in a while, so Matt said, "I'll talk to them." The children were amazed by the huge mansion. "This is Grandma's house. Are you from a royal family? What?" Emily opened the gate with the password, and as soon as they entered, they heard the sound of a gunshot. Jeannie, their grandmother, was checking her aim on a bird. The children met their grandmother for the first time. Emily learned that Matt had been sending Jeannie photos of him for years. Leo said, "Grandma, can I hug you?" Jeannie replied, "No, we don't do that at home. And do one thing, pick up that dead bird." The mansion was even more magnificent from inside. Matt wanted to quickly leave with the ICS, but Jeannie told him to wait a moment. Just then, a man came in, Jeannie's boyfriend, Nigel. The two began kissing in front of everyone. This surprised everyone. Matt asked Nigel, "Why don't you show the children the house? I need to talk to Jeannie about something until then." Meanwhile, the Baron was tracking Leo's discarded gaming device. He soon realized they had been misled. His assistant informed him that they had tracked the stolen car. It had gone to a large mansion. After looking through the records, they discovered that the mansion belonged to Jeannie, a renowned MI6 agent of her time. The Baron explained that they needed special permission to search her house. He checked Jeannie's file and discovered that Emily was her daughter, but he kept this secret from everyone else. Inside the house, Nigel was showing the children his gadgets. He told them that he too was training to be a spy. Alice wasn't interested, so she went outside. Downstairs, Matt told Jeannie that he had hidden the ICS key in a part of her house. Jeannie was furious. She said, "You've brought danger to my home." Emily said, "Mom, stop being selfish at least once. You never cared for me. You sent me away to America to study. The day I got pregnant, I decided I'd never raise my children like you." Jeannie replied, "What's the point of that? You get along so well with your daughter. She hates you, doesn't she?" Deep inside, Emily felt her mother's words were true. Alice, standing at a distance, was deeply saddened by her mother's sadness. She thought, "What a bad daughter I am." Soon, Matt and Emily left to find the ICS, and Alice went to her grandmother and said, "I don't hate my mother. Don't say that again." Jeannie smiled and said, "No child can hate their parents. They just get angry sometimes, and your mother is much better than me." Suddenly, some armed thugs burst into the house. They blew the gate and entered the compound. Unaware of all this, Matt took Emily to the old wine cellar where he had hidden the ICS 15 years ago. Suddenly, he heard the sound of a helicopter outside. He realized an attack had taken place. He ran in through the side door. As soon as he got inside, he saw Jeannie and Nigel tied up. Emily quickly freed her mother and, with Matt, ran to find the children. In the main hall, they encountered several armed thugs who had captured Leo and Elise. Emily and Matt realized they couldn't fight so many thugs together. To save his children, Matt confessed that he had the ICS. "I'll give it to you, stop worrying." Just then, an old face appeared. Chuck. Seeing that he was still alive, they were shocked. Chuck explained that the Baron hadn't done anything. He was a good and decent man. The bullets and blood you saw were all fake. After the plane crash, the responsibility for the mission's failure fell on him. His entire career at the agency was ruined, and now he's back for revenge, along with the key. Chuck took the ICS key and had his hacker check it to make sure it was okay. Meanwhile, the guards checked Jeannie and found she was still tied up. Jeannie, seizing the opportunity, took out her hidden tranquilizer gun and shot one of them. Later, she began to knock out one of the soldiers. When more goons arrived, she had to fight them off with knives and kitchen supplies. In the fight, Nigel was shot. The goons in the other room were also distracted, and Emily and Matt took advantage of this to start killing them. But Chuck and his men kept their guns pointed at the children. As Matt and Emily stopped, someone suddenly attacked them from behind and knocked them unconscious. When they regained consciousness, they saw Jeannie there, but it was too late. Chuck and his men had kidnapped the children and taken them away in a helicopter. They checked the CCTV footage, but the helicopter's registration number was not clearly visible. Then Matt saw Leo giving a thumbs up in the video. He realized he was showing off his fitness tracker ring, whose location could be tracked. Matt immediately logged into his account and traced the location. The children's location was an art museum. That night, Matt and Emily, dressed in suits, set out for the museum. Security was very tight, so they left their weapons outside and sneaked inside. Chuck demanded a large sum of money from Gore to sell the ICS key. Gore was deeply offended by this, and he felt betrayed. Gore told his men, "I want the key at any cost." Chuck then took his buyers to the rooftop. He told his hacker to shut down all the power in London at once. The ICS key's special feature was that it could easily hack any system. Within seconds, the entire city was plunged into darkness, even the museum. Below, Matt and Emily realized that Chuck was definitely demonstrating the power of the key. Emily then said he must be on the roof because the view stretches far and wide. They saw some of Gore's men taking the elevator, so they boarded the elevator with them. On the roof, Chuck was boasting about the power of the key. He told the hacker that if they wanted, they could even open the dam on the river, which is usually controlled by the Navy. This barrier prevents seawater from entering the city. As soon as the barrier began to lower, the Navy was in a panic. Meanwhile, Matt and Emily reached the top floor, but armed thugs blocked their way. They fought fiercely, killing all the guards. All the buyers were impressed by the power of the key, and finally, one man bought it for $50 million. Just then, the Baron arrived with his men. Matt asked, "How did you find out about this place?" Baron told them, "You two are international fugitives. It's my job to catch people like you. Emery said, "Don't do this now. They have our children." But Baron said, "I won't arrest you, especially after learning that you two had saved the keys from falling into the wrong hands." Baron knew Chuck was the real mastermind and offered Matt and Emily a chance to fight together. Together, they broke into Chuck's auction house. Chuck escaped, and Matt and Emily ran after him. Baron's men began fighting the armed thugs. Chuck told his team to take the children to the boat, and he himself joined them. Just then, Gore's men stopped Matt and Emily and demanded their keys. But suddenly, laser dots appeared on the thugs' faces. It was Ginny, who had pointed a gun at the goons. Terrified, Gore's men surrendered. Matt and Emily took the goons' bikes and began chasing the boat. Gore's backup team also followed on their bikes, so Matt and Emily had to separate. Matt, with his superb driving skills, outmaneuvered his pursuer. Emily, cleverly knocking down the pursuer, quickly boarded a speedboat. Matt quickly followed. They were both approaching Chuck. Chuck told Hacker to quickly get the key and return to the safe house. But Nigel, who was waiting for Ginny in a truck outside, spotted Hacker and quickly drove after him, hitting his car. In the collision, the Hacker fainted, and Nigel quickly picked up his key and informed Ginny. Ginny said, "Hurry up, we have to close the barrier." But poor Nigel was so terrified he couldn't do anything. Error messages kept flashing on the screen. Just then, Matt and Emily reached the mill's board. They jumped and began throwing his men into the water. Nigel finally regained his composure and carefully began closing the barrier. Matt and Emily realized there was a collision ahead. They put life jackets on both children and threw them into the water to keep them safe. Then they both confronted Chuck. They pushed him off the boat and jumped into the water at the last moment. Chuck's boat collided directly with the barrier, causing a massive explosion. Now, everything was over, and their family was completely safe. Matt praised Leo's presence of mind, and Emily gave Alice a big hug. A little while later, Jenny arrived, and Emily hugged her too. Everything was now all right between the parents, and the entire family was together. If you enjoy what we do here, please like the video and subscribe to this channel to keep us motivated. See you on the next video.